Did you know, guys, that 80% of Filipinos are not ready for retirement? Or when you look at it, if you're going to ask yourself, sa tingin mo, mga tita nyo, kapatid nyo, mga pinsan nyo, sa tingin nyo ba, ready talaga sila for retirement? And even if you're still young right now and you're watching this, then think about it. Are you also preparing yourself for retirement? We don't usually talk about retirement, and even ako, when I was growing up, I don't think about retirement kasi we always feel that no, we're gonna have money, we're going to be able to work pa rin. But the sad reality in life is there comes in a point in a time in your life where hindi mo na siya kayang mag-hustle as much as you were in the 20s. Hindi mo na rin kaya kumita as much compared to back then. That's a normal progression in life. And that's why it's so important na kailangan mo isipin yung retirement mo. I will also be juxtaposing and ihalo ko yung mga stories on personal stories ko on especially retirement. And of course, it's a family-related story because I created this vlog because I wanted it to resonate with a lot. And alam niyo naman, laging based on experience siya. And kung iniisip niyo na, di ba, pamahal ang mga bilihin ngayon, what more in the future? What more 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years from now, magkano yung mga bilihin natin? If you don't plan early, di ba, paano ka in the future? That's why I wanted to create this vlog na retirement in the Philippines. Bakit mo kailangan magplano ngayon pa lang? Bakit mo kailangan pag-isipan yung retirement mo? If you're going to look at it, sa Pilipinas, may 9.2 senior citizens noong 2020. And then, inaasahang tataas pa to ng 7% ng 2032. And almost 10 million senior citizens when the time comes. Now, based on the BSP record and BSP study, 8 out of 10 retirees ay walang sapat na pension sa kanilang pang-araw-araw na gastusin. Think about that. 8 out of 10, guys. That's 80%. Diba? 8 out of 10 na makita mo matanda na retiree na senior citizen, walang sapat na gastusin nila because kulang ang kanilang retirement. The most painful part here, guys, do you know that the monthly average SSS pension is only 4,923 pesos? I know that there are SSS reformations coming in 2025 which starts around September, di ba? September 2020, the time of shooting day. No, in a few days. Meron ng increase na, di ba? 10% increase yun sa SSS pension. But, kahit may increase na, inaasahang umabot lang to ng 6,548 after that increase kada buwan by 2027. So from 4,923, it's going to increase to 6,548 by 2027. The question here, sapat na ba to sa gamot, pagkain, kuryente, renta, and so many things? Don't get me wrong, hindi ko minamaliit yung pera na to. We're not here to look into or to belittle these kind of funds. 4,000 pesos, 5,000 pesos, 6,000 pesos, that's still money. That's still money that you can use, that's still money that you can buy, a lot of different things. But my question is, do you think it's enough for you? Tanungin mo sarili mo right now. If you think that 6,000 pesos, sabihin natin 6,000 pesos when you retire, kada buwan, do you think that is enough for you to buy everything that you need? To be able to live the life that you want? To be able to be comfortable? Na wala kang iisipin? My mom recently retired and she was in the workforce for almost 30 years. And last year, when I was processing her SSS, di ba? Kasi ako yung nag-process sa kanya, paano mag-apply online, ganyan, paano maglagay sa bank account niya. And I saw, ang kanyang kinukuha, gusto ko hindi ako nagpaalam sa mom ko, share ko to, no? But thank you, mom. By the way, my mom doesn't work for the government. We're not from the government as well. Normal private employees po kami. Both my parents are. My dad is more a freelance, di ba? Pero wala kaming history on government, so lahat ng pension namin will be the normal pension of private employee company. My mom's retirement SS monthly nasa 12,000 pesos. That's 25 years, 25 to 30 years of her working. And every month, 12,000 pesos. Hindi ko minamalit yung 12,000 pesos. But when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, mom, medyo 12,000 pesos. Diba parang inisip ko, oh my goodness, magkano yung kuryente sa bahay? Magkano yung mga groceries sa bahay? Ilan kami na sa bahay? Ilan kami sa pamilya? And during that time, my dad was also, we're also undergoing a lot of family medical concerns, diba, for my dad back then. So I was like, oh my gosh. If inaasahan lang namin yung pension na yun, it is totally not enough talaga. And that's why, if you see, time to time, I create this kind of content because gusto kong ipamulat na ito yung reality na wala tayong aasahan if we don't think about it in the future. Do I want to share it with you na it was a very stressful moment nung marami nagpatong-patong na mga challenges nun sa family? Yeah, it is. Did it change a lot of my spending habit? It really did as well. I was more conscious. I was more thinking na for the long term na, oh my gosh, I need to think about it as well. Do mind you that my parents are also from a generation who does not believe in insurances, who does not believe so much on investment, who doesn't think about retirement much. That's more of my dad's side. Sorry, Dad, I'm using you in a video, pero pagbigyan mo na ako. But that's a sad reality. I think that's a cycle na parang hindi niya na naiisip, ano ba yung mangyayari if magre-retire na siya? Ano, saan huhugot ng funds or whatever? But my dad enjoyed a very full life. That's one thing that I want to give it to him. Contrary to kami, hindi kami ganon na mom ko. But it also made me realize that I want to help a lot of people to break that cycle. In the Philippines, we usually think about retirement na bubuhayin tayo ng anak natin, kapatid natin, pinsan natin. But why don't we think na dapat tayo ang may sagot sa sarili natin? It's the same thing that I'm doing right now. Why am I working my ass off? Why am I working hard? Why am I thinking of all of these investment options? It's because when I grow up, ayokong asahan kapatid ko. Ayokong gawing burdensome sa kanila. Because I don't think it's their duty to take care of me when I grow old. I want to be able to be secure in my life na kung may kailangan man ako, kaya kong supportan sarili ko. Kaya kong buhayin sarili ko. And that's the reason why I want to do this. And that's the reason why I'm creating this. Now, segue. Medyo ang haba ng segue ko dyan, di ba? But this is the reason why if you want to change, if you want to be able to be secure in your future, you really need to start early. Kahit na gaano kabata ka, start early on because you have time on your hand. But like what I always say, if hindi ka pa nagmakapag-start, nahuli ka naman, it's never too late. You start today. Syempre, the best time to start is yesterday, but the next best time to start will be today. And that's why sabi ko, kaya pa siya. And that's why I super love everyone saying na, yes, they've made those mistakes, but you can still change it. I always talk about a lot of different things. My 3 favorite things when it comes to your retirement. Number 1 will always be your Pag-ibig MP2, tax-free. It earns dividends. The second one will always be your pera. Pera is something that's, coming out, mas matunog na siya. And there will be more options coming out soon na mas madali. Currently kasi pera is more of like your tax-free rin po siya, di ba? Potential growth of earnings rin. Mas risky siya compared to Pag-ibig, definitely. But may potential growth. And this is specifically for retirement. And last but not the least, number 3 will be mutual funds or UITFs doon sa mga bangko na yan. Now, let's go in one by one with all of these different things. I always talk about Pag-ibig because I found out and I tried it, talagang nagustuhan ka talaga siya. Let's do a sample calculation with your Pag-ibig, di ba? I will have my calculator here para mapakita ko lang sa inyo dito. This one is Pag-ibig MP2 calculator from the mp2savingscalculator.com. Thank you so much whoever created this. Maraming salamat. Let's just say, di ba, you started your contribution with 500 monthly contribution mo with a dividend of 7.5%. For those 5 years, kung compounded savings siya, yung dividend na makukuha mo dyan is 6,000. From your cumulative savings of, di ba, magkano savings mo talaga. So parang sabi mo, 500, tapos kumikita ka siya, total mong amount of your money will be 36,266.14. That's like contributing 6,000 pesos a year. Sa 6,000 pesos a year mo, dahil kung kumikita naman talaga yan, guys, lalaki siya ng 6,266.14. So 30,000 pesos mo in 5 years, magiging 36,266.14. Let's just say na nag-monthly ka, na nag-increase ka to 1,000 pesos every. Guys, please note ha, yung dividend rate nito can fluctuate. So it can go high and low. So let's just say 7.5%. Let's be more aggressive. Ganun, di ba? Para at least, let's go with the pinaka best case scenario. Di ba? Yung total amount mo, kung nag 1,000 pesos a month ka naman dyan, will be 71,814.47. Dividend amount mo is 12,314.47 naman ang kita mo. Ang kita mo in terms of dividend for that one. Let us just say naman, what if nag 2,000 pesos ka? Sa 2,000 pesos mo, kumita ka naman ng 24,411.12. Let's say, nag 10,000 pesos ka, 121,184 naman ang kita mo dyan. Diba? That's for 5 years. And isipin mo, in the next 5 years, pag nag-mature na to, withdraw, ilagay mo ulit dyan. Diba? Ibalik mo ulit sa kanya. Those are money that di mo, if you start early, you have time on your hands, it can really help grow. And kung napansin nyo dito sa dividend amount, lumalaki siya ang dividendo mo after it progresses, di ba? Through time siya kasi palaki ng palaki yung mga nilalagay mo. And then, because of compounding interest, it helps it grow. And lagi siyang pumapalo doon sa latter part of the graph. It usually happens that way. So parang sabi ko, why not, diba? Tingnan nyo rin siya. Pag EBMP2, one of my favorite, one of the things that I can recommend, interest-free rin naman siya. Kaya, guys, walang talo ka dyan. Next things next, definitely will be pera. So, pera mo will be personal equity and retirement account. Difference here lang sa pera mo, guys, it's more of investing on mutual funds and bonds. Si pera kasi, guys, think of it as your retirement account talaga. So, meaning, pag 55 ka pa lang, tsaka mo lang siya pwedeng i-withdraw. Si pera naman, on the other hand, guys, think of it as your voluntary retirement savings. Pero, guys, isipin mo to, annual contribution mo for pera, maximum is 200,000 pesos for local. For OFWs naman, up until 400,000 pesos. And it can start as low as 1,000 pesos. Now, pag EBMP2, think of it as like savings account. Pera naman kasi is you're going to diversify it via investment. So, parang bumibili ka ng UITFs, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and you buy it with your legitimate companies. Let's say, or legitimate background sources. Meron si BPI, meron si BDO, meron si Land Bank, and soon, lalabas na siya with Dragonfy. I personally recommend na mag-Dragonfy if ever it comes out. Wala pa ako videos on that because as of shooting, hindi pa siya naglo-launch. So if ever yun yung recommend ko because it might be easier to produce it there compare or to buy your pera. Think of your pera as when you start buying or investing, let's say UITS mutual funds doon sa pera mo, may potential growth siya in the future. It depends on you rin kung mas gusto mo low risk or medyo high risk. Syempre, if medyo mas stocks yan, blue chip companies yan, guys, which is yung mga big conglomerates in the Philippines, potential growth will be high, but risk is higher rin. Pero if you want to invest, let's say, in government bonds or in the government securities, then definitely lower risk, pero lower returns rin siya. I have some videos out there on BPI, BDO, mga pera niyan. Currently, their systems are not as robust. Hindi ganun kaganda, pero you can open already. Very manomatic. Importante lang with that is you definitely need to have a TIN number first. Number 3, last but not the least, ang pinaka-favorite ko will be definitely investing in mutual funds and UITFs. Ikaw, individual yan. I have lots of videos out there yung mga BPI. Again, I'm not promoting BPI lang. It's just that meron akong BPI. So, dun ko siya ginawa and dun yung video na sinart ko. Meron ka mga G funds, G stocks. You also have kay BDO. You also have kay FAMI, which is yung kay First Metrosec. So, that's kay Metrobank. So, this one, it depends on you where you want to invest. For example, I personally love going with my BPI na feeder fund. I will show it to you rin. I'll put a screenshot here rin. So, sa BPI ko na feeder fund, lagi ko naman pinapakita sa inyo to. Walang problema yan. I'll just load it in my phone and then syempre screenshot will be here. I'm gonna look at my investment portfolio. So, for example, ito yung investment portfolio that I've shared. So, for example, di ba nakita nyo dito, BPI US Equity Feeder Fund, 57,000 yung growth ko dyan. 57,000 unrealized gain, which basically means kasi hindi ko pa siya binibenta. That's why unrealized gain siya. And it's up 24.62%. Isipin mo, di ba? Ang taas niyan, di ba? The US Equity Index Feeder Fund is usually based on the S&P 500 of the US. So this is for me is one of the easier way for me to, buy into the S&P 500 even if I have Philippine peso and if I don't have other brokerage accounts. Ito yung parang pinakamadali because at least nandito na. Meron yan mga similar with other banks. They just name it differently naman po. So yun lang yung kailangan nyo isipin. So those are my top 3 when it comes to, let's say, personal ko when it comes to investing and then for my retirement. So, a lot of the funds ko, sige, nagtatambak talaga ako dyan, nagtatambak ako. Every 15th of the month, kung meron ako extra, okay, tambak, ganon. Because it's easier for me to look at that. It might be boring for some, but boring works for me. That's why, yun yung gusto ko. Diba? Isipin nyo guys, if you start small with all of everything that we've shared, nakikita nyo na, oh my gosh, may potential growth. What if in the next 20 years, what if in the next 50 years, magkano pa siya? Diba? So, kaya nakakatuwa siya. And then, of course, before I close it, I actually just want to share na it's also a mindset shift for us and also the truth and the reality in the country. Yes, marami sa atin in the Philippines, marami sa atin na may utang na loob, na sinusuportahan tayo ng pamilya natin, sinusuportahan tayo ng parents natin. And when we grow old, we have to support them. I personally did that, and I personally am doing that still. And I have nothing against it. For me, parang inaccept ko na rin naman yan, that when my parents grow old, whatever happens, I will support them. And in the recent months, if you've been following me for a long time, by the way, remind me, guys, I have to create a content out of that na, a very personal story, but also getting sick in the Philippines, and especially for a lot of common. I haven't gotten the courage yet to shoot that, but it's always in the back of my mind. I digress. Pero that's the reason I personally said na I will support my family. I will, whatever that happens, I will support them. Kung kailangan pagpagawat, I will support them as well. What I'm very thankful for lang is, syempre, and very privileged naman, and I'm not discounting that privilege. Maraming salamat rin po sa mga supportan nyo. Is, I am able to do a lot of content and, earn as well. And support my family sa mga gastusin nila. Support my elderly parents as well. What I love about it nga kami ng mom ko, in the recent years, we're really like, oh my gosh, we're still working, we're still hustling, thinking about how to earn, di ba? Kasi parang sabi natin, number one, it's also for her retirement. Number two is also for my retirement. But also number three is gastusin din sa pamilya and sa household. And that's why we're like hustling. Lagi kami nag-iisip ng mga ano pa yung kaya pa namin i-hustle, ano pa yung kaya namin gawin. But because alam din namin na nagmamahal yung mga gastusin, habang tumatagal ang buhay, marami kang gagastusin. If you just rely on the pension of the government, it definitely will not be enough for a lot. And that's one thing that I want to say, that this is the sad reality. And last but not the least is also, I love that we have filial respect. That's one thing that I, even up until now, believe in, and I do. Filial respect for family is very important for me. Filial piety, respeto sa mga magulang at sa nakakatanda. But why not na, yes, nandiyan pa rin respeto natin sa kanila. Yes, we're very polite pa rin. Yes, we take care of them. But why not we add another layer to it na we have to think about our own retirement para pagtanda natin, wala tayong kailangan abalahin. Think about it. Ang tunay na pagmamahal sa pamilya ay hindi aasa sa kanila, kundi ang paghahanda sa sarili natin. Retirement planning is self-care, but it is also family care. Diba? The more we think about our retirement, we also think about them because they can live a life that they want to live in the future without us adding burden to them. And that is why retirement is so important. Retirement is key na kailangan natin alalahanin. Remember, when it comes to retirement, there's only a few things to remember. Hindi mo kailangan na malaki ang simula mo. Hindi mo kailangan na malaking pera para magsimula. Number two, you just need your commitment. You have to make sure that you commit. And then number three, it's also decide saan mo gusto mag-invest and diversify. Again, this is not financial advice. Make sure you do your own research before you invest in any type of products kasi meron niya para niya mga risk. And last but not least, the most important thing, guys, kinabukasan mo, nakasalalay sa'yo yan, at saka ikaw ang gumagawa ng buhay na gusto mo in the future. I hope this is an important but very insightful vlog. And of course, kung nagustuhan nyo to, like, share, and please subscribe if ever nagustuhan nyo yung mga content ko because, guys, it really means a lot to me. And it really helps the algorithm as well. Kaya guys, I'll see you on the next vlog. Maraming salamat.